launch an EC2 instance and make it host a website. Here we can see how we are doing it. Launch an instance. Yeah, we need to name this instance as a web page 1, and we are selecting here the applications and OS image, and here it is Amazon image, and we are creating the instance with the Amazon OS, and we are providing the instance type is a T2 micro. Key pair is a default one I have, that's I selected, and editing the network settings, and we are keeping the default VPC. Here subnet is like a South 1A, and enabling the auto assign public IP and keeping the firewall rules. Now here I'm giving the name as service, sorry, security group, and it is for web servers. It is allowing SSH and HTTP, HTTPS. Let's see, and how we need to select the inbound rules. I have allowed already by default, it is a TCP SSH and the port range is 22, and I'm adding the HTTP related inbound rules. HTTP and default is a 80, and the source type is from anywhere for now. And in the real-time situations, it is not the case. We have to select some custom source IPs, otherwise anyone can able to access our critical or custom applications, which we should not allow them to access. Configure the storage, keeping as a default settings, and keeping the advanced details are all our defaults, and for now we need not to touch them. And I'm keeping some startup script to make the website on the server. Initially I'm giving the hash prompt and bin bash and am update -y. It will update entire packages on the server. Yum install HTTPD gives you HTTP package installed, and then what I need to do, enable it and make a web page with some HTML code and restart the HTTPD, and then sleep for 300 seconds, means 5 minutes, and then server supposed to be shut down. That is the scenario I have given to this machine. Like this machine will be up for 5 minutes and then shut down. If I select the option in advance called uh, shutdown behavior, shutdown behavior will be terminated. This machine will be terminated after 5 minutes default. No need of billing about this instance even after we forgot to shut down this after our activity. I'm launching this instance. Let's see how it goes. Launching, initiating details, we can click here, initialize security group created, and group rules were added and launched instance, and go to this. Here we got the details of an instance which we launched web 1. Load the instances. Come on. Yeah, here instance status is showing pending and status check showing initializing, and the status check will have the information of accessibility and the existence of the instance on the AWS platform. Here we got an instance ID, public IP, public, will copy the public IP which we need to access the web page. The private IP we cannot access through the internet. So let's see, it is showing still pending, and let's refresh and see whether it is up or not. By default it's supposed to be showing here, but every 5 seconds. Let's see. Here giving the URL as an IP address and see whether it is the web page is accessible or not. Hello Chakravarti, your request landed on the IP, the IP. This is the host name actually, the IP and the IP name, IP address. This is the internal domain name. Let's see how this works. If you want to connect to this machine and select the machine on the EC2 instance pages and connect option, it will give you the instant connection option. It will connect through the EC2 user via SSH. Here it is loading in a web page and giving the command prompt to the server. Here this server has 1 minute ago, and it is uh, able to host one website. What's the public IP? 152 52 16 66 72 255. This is the IP address, and this is the URL as well, and it is giving the web page we created. This is the web page where we have seen here. So meanwhile, while creating this machine instance, and we have created one service group. This is how we are accessing session manager. We have to give us a profile to this role to this EC2 machine to access through the session manager, and SSM agent need to be installed on this. By default, Amazon will have that SSM. Let's see, the SSM supposed to be there in it. PM grep SSM. See, SSM agent is by default installed. System CTL SSM. Sorry, status SSM dot service. Okay. Let's see what is exactly SSM agent service name. The Amazon SSM agent, and this is the Amazon SSM agent. Sorry, something is not copying. I have to manually copy it. The control C option is not working here somehow. And copy paste and system CTL status, and it is giving it is running, active running. That's okay. We have given some commands here. ps-here here on the starting script we have given some commands, right? That is sleep. It is running, and after the sleep we have to execute the init.0. That will by default after 5 minutes it is going to shut down. After 1 minute it is going to shut down, and that will end our session today. Let's see. Meanwhile, what we'll do, we'll check other options. SSH client, here how we can able to access this server with a SSH through our SSH client as a putty or a extreme putty. And EC2 serial console is, it is like the paid service, and we cannot access it right now. Account has to be authorized. It is decision. It is like we have to pay some amount to access this service. EC2 serial console. It is this is like a physical accessibility to the instances. Let's see how it will work. Let's bring. Yeah, it is